guys, and welcome back. We are doing another book video today. I am going to be sharing with you guys my new reading list for the fall. The last time I did one of these videos, I think it was in July, and it was like my summer reading list. So I thought I would do an updated one for the fall time. Two of the books are actually from my last reading list that I didn't get to this time. There's two repeats because I never ended up reading them over summer, but the rest of the books are new. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, here is my big pile of books. First one on my list is actually Hamlet, which obviously is by Shakespeare. I actually don't even know where I got this version of Hamlet, but I found it in my bookshelf and I wanted to read it. I don't know if I've actually ever read Hamlet. I have seen it live, but I don't think I've actually ever read it, and I don't remember having to read it in school. Oh, no, I did. In grade 11, I think we had to read Hamlet. I want to read more of Shakespeare's plays. I've read Othello, Macbeth, Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet. I think Taming of the Shrew and Midsummer's Night Dream. Like, those are the ones that I've read, but I'd like to read more of them. So I'm starting by rereading Hamlet. This is the first book on my list. Then I have this book, which is Eye of the Needle by Ken Follett. This is, I think, a mystery book. Apparently it's really, really good. My sister's boyfriend recommended it and said it's like one of his favorites. So we'll see how this one goes. I've kind of been more into these like mystery style books recently, like the exciting ones that keep you on the edge of your seat the whole time. So I'll hopefully read this one in the next couple weeks actually. Then I have this book, which is not fiction. This is actually, it belongs to my work library, but I took it before we started working from home. So I'm gonna read it before I have to return it. And it's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And it's all small stuff. Simple ways to keep the little things from taking over your life. I think it's kind of like a self-help, kind of self-teaching style book. I will see how that goes. It was kind of just something that I feel like I can just read really quick and short. I like to throw in some self-help or some like nonfiction books once in a while. So there's that one. Another nonfiction actually. This is called Robin. It's the biography for Robin Williams. My brother-in-law gave this to me last Christmas and I haven't read it yet, so I want to read it now before it's been like a full year. I feel like it's going to be incredibly sad knowing what happened with Robin and everything, but he's in some of my favorite movies, like Mrs. Doubtfire is one of my favorite movies. I love Patch Adams and Jack, and there's just a lot. He's in a lot of really good movies. So yeah, I'm gonna read this one this fall. Then some new books. This is The Beautiful and Damned by F. Scott Fitzgerald, which I talked about in my most recent book haul. Never read it, but I'm excited to... Oh, that's the book I read. Okay, so I've read The Great Gatsby, which I loved, and then I tried to read This Side of Paradise, which I, for some reason, couldn't get through when I first read it, or I just didn't like it. I can't even remember at this point if I finished. I'll have to try and reread that one, but I've never read this one, so I'm excited to give this one a try. I feel like I want to like it. I just have good feelings about this book. And then I have this one, which was also part of that recent haul. It's The Heart is a Lonely Hunter by Carson, McCullers. I don't know what to expect from this book. I have like no idea. I haven't read any reviews. I've really never heard anyone talk about it, but I'm looking forward to giving it a try. These are all kind of shorter books this time around. I think I had quite a few big books in my last reading list video, so hopefully these shorter style books, I'll be able to get through more of them because it takes me a long time to read. I'm an extremely slow reader. I don't know how people read so fast. I sometimes reread full chapters. I feel like it just takes me a long time to digest everything that's going on, and sometimes I just love passages and I reread them over and over. So I'm a very, very slow reader. Hopefully I'll be able to get through all of these books this time. Then I have Victor Hugo's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I am really looking forward to reading because I've never read Victor Hugo before, and also I really want to know the real story of the Hunchback. Now that I think about it, I think I have seen a movie, like a real person movie of the Hunchback, not just the Disney. I almost think it was in black and white. I don't actually remember about that, but I'm looking forward to reading this one. I feel like it'll be a really good read, and it's a good step into Victor Hugo, I think, because then next up, I guess, will be Les Mis. Alright, and then the last two books were actually from my previous reading list that I didn't get to this summer because War and Peace took me so long. Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, which I already know the story of. I've just never read the book. I might actually start with this one so I can get it over and done with. It's been on my list for so long and I really want to read it. But yeah, I talked about that in my last video, so there's that one. This one was also one I sadly didn't get to over summer, but I'm really looking forward to reading it now, and it's The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. I think a few of you said you really liked it. It looks kind of big, like it looks like a pretty long novel, but as I'm flipping through it, like the font isn't too small and it's kind of spaced out nicely, so I don't think it's as long as it seems. This is another one that I just didn't get to over summer and I really want to read it, so that's on my list. And that is everything. Those are all the books on my reading list this fall. As you guys know, I love to read. I just find so much joy in reading books and just losing myself in the stories and the characters. I predict that I'll be still reading a lot and I'll have a lot more time to read as well over the next couple months, because now I just have more time in my day because I'm not spending hours commuting to and from work anymore. So I do have that extra time. I would read on the bus if I was taking it, but the thing is I get pretty bad motion sickness when I'm in a car or on a bus or a train or anything, and I always end up feeling like throwing up, so I try not to read when I'm in a moving vehicle. Now that I have more time, more energy, I feel like I will be able to read a whole lot more. I'm just thinking about all these wonderful fall things, like reading curled up on a couch with some like tea or coffee, candles burning, and just getting to curl up under a blanket and reading. I'm looking forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what's on your reading list for the fall. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one.